Good morning and welcome to your Wallops weather briefing. Well, we've certainly seen a warm up over the last 24 hours as temperatures today will be about 18 degrees warmer than what we saw across the region yesterday. Looking at daytime highs, temperatures maxing out right around 50 degrees here at Wallops, 58 degrees at Richmond. They were the warmest in the region. Salisbury coming in with 49 degrees. Overnight last night, temperatures generally running in the 40s. We were actually the cool spot of all the reporting stations, coming in with a low temperature of 41 here at Wallops, 44 degrees in Salisbury, 43 in Baltimore, and a little warmer off to our south and west. You can see 49 degrees at Norfolk, Richmond, Langley Air Force Base, and at Newport News. Over the last 24 hours, some light precipitation throughout the region. We saw a trace overnight here at Wallops, 7/100 of an inch, a little heavier precipitation falling just off to our north in the central portions of the Delmarva Peninsula. As of 9 a.m., temperatures in the 50s and 60s throughout the region, 60 degrees here at Wallops under mostly cloudy skies. Taking a look at our sounding information from this morning's balloon release, you can see that freezing level at 10,600 feet, and our winds generally running out of a west-southwest direction to a more of a west-northwest direction as you go up in height. As you can see at the 25,000 foot level, see our max wind at 68 knots and a azimuth of 290 degrees. Looking at our radar this morning, just some very light returns showing up in the central portion of North Carolina this morning. Not really seeing any precipitation falling throughout the region here, and we're going to remain dry at Wallops. Just some very light returns showing up here over the course of the last 20 or 30 minutes across the central portions of the Chesapeake Bay, but none of that is reaching the ground, and we're not expecting any precipitation to fall as that moves over toward the Wallops region. Looking at our satellite this morning, you see plenty of cloudiness off to the west and really not many breaks in the clouds as well, so we're going to see mostly cloudy conditions continuing as all this will be coming toward our direction as we go through the day today, with mostly cloudy skies, seeing very little in the way of sunshine as we go through the next 12 to 24 hours. Looking at the current surface analysis, high pressure still off to our south. You can see an area of surface high pressure just off the southeast coast that is bringing in plenty of southwesterly flow and will be bringing a warm air advection over our region today and into the first half of Friday, with those high temperatures reaching the mid to upper 60s today, and again getting into the 60s tomorrow morning. Looking at the forecast maps for the next couple of days, that warm front just off to our north with that southwesterly flow continuing through the evening hours tonight will not see temperatures falling that much at all. We're going to see a very weak disturbance move to our north, and will likely be far enough to our north to prevent us from getting any shower activity during the overnight hours tonight. So it looks like we'll see our next chance of rain coming later in the day on Friday as this frontal boundary begins to sweep toward the southeast and off the Carolina coast. As we go through the day on Friday, you'll see a pretty dramatic change in our temperatures from Friday morning, and what we will see later in the day on Friday into Friday evening is that cold air really rushes in pretty quickly. We'll see temperatures likely maxing out in the mid to upper 60s by the noontime hour tomorrow, and then temperatures falling pretty quickly during the afternoon and evening hours on Friday. As that front moves to our south, an area of low pressure will develop just to the north of that. We'll be moving toward the region on Saturday, and we'll likely see our heaviest rainfall come from that system as we get the rain showers spreading over the region late in the day on Saturday, especially in the Saturday evening. We'll see some moderate to possibly heavy showers occurring during that Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening time frame. It does look like we will see some snow fall just to our north and west, likely staying into northern Virginia and into southern portions of Pennsylvania. We will remain all rain here at Wallops, as we'll see temperatures generally running in the low 40s during the day on Saturday. So looking at the next 24 hours, we'll see breezy conditions today that will accompany those warm temperatures. Again, looking at a daytime high of 68 degrees for today. Overnight tonight, temperatures really not falling all that much. The low temperature expected of 56. We'll see slightly breezy conditions continuing during the overnight hours, and then we'll see those winds increase once again tomorrow morning up into the low 20s by Friday morning at 8 a.m. and then we'll see higher wind speeds than that as we go through the day on Friday, with wind advisories likely posted for us by Friday late morning into the afternoon, as we'll see those winds exceed that 25 knot criteria. Looking at our terminal forecast, VFR conditions expected to continue through the next 24 hours. We'll just see a slight increase in our lower level clouds during the overnight period, but not looking to see any real issues with our ceilings over the next 24 hours, as we'll see the rain chances hold off until late in the day on Friday. Just a slight chance during the morning hours of Friday, but the best chance will be late afternoon into the evening hours as that front moves through the region. Again, we'll see a high of 66 during Friday, during the day on Friday, but that will be during the first part of the day, as temperatures will be falling pretty quickly during the afternoon. So will be interesting to see how quickly that temperature actually falls during the afternoon, as we'll see mid to upper 60s possible in the late morning hours, and then likely see those temperatures in the 50s and 40s by the time the late afternoon hours arrive here at Wallops. Friday evening, seeing that temperature fall into the low 30s for an overnight low temperature, and a chance of a few showers likely before midnight, but that should all be through the region by midnight Friday. And then Saturday we'll see partly cloudy and cool conditions during the morning. Then those clouds will increase pretty quickly during the afternoon, with the showers arriving by late afternoon and into the evening hours. We'll see a high of 43 degrees, with temperatures again staying warm enough to be an all rain scenario here at Wallops as that area of low pressure moves through the region. Looking at the next 7 days, we see a pretty big dip in our temperatures for the weekend, as we only max out at around 43 degrees on Saturday. But fortunately for us, that cool down will be short-lived, and we're going to see a return to some unseasonably warm temperatures once again by the beginning of next week. We'll see a slight chance of a rain shower by late in the day on Monday, as a weak area of low pressure moves through the region. We'll get a pretty nice day in store for us on Tuesday, as we'll be in between systems, with the temperatures really warming quite nicely, with a high of 65 degrees expected on Tuesday, and then even warmer than that possibly by Wednesday, as we'll see our max temperature at 68 degrees with just a chance of some evening showers. Well, that'll wrap it up for the weather briefing today. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 and at 10 a.m. Have a nice day.